Imagine waking up, opening your mouth to speak, and finding not a single sound can escape. The silence is deafening, a void where your voice used to be. This is the terrifying reality for John, our protagonist. He wakes up in a world that feels familiar yet disturbingly different. The city outside his window looks the same, but there's an eerie stillness in the air. He tries to call out, to speak, but nothing. Panic sets in as he realizes his voice is gone. John stumbles through the streets, his mind racing. The city is shrouded in an unsettling silence, and every step he takes echoes in the emptiness. He looks around, hoping to find someone who can explain this bizarre phenomenon. The streets are deserted and the familiar sounds of the city are absent. No honking cars, no chatter of pedestrians, just an oppressive silence. He feels a chill run down his spine as he navigates through the eerie atmosphere. He tries to call out again, his voice straining in desperation, but still, nothing. The frustration builds, and he feels a sense of helplessness wash over him. How can he communicate? How can he find answers when he can't even speak? As he continues to wander, he notices other people. They too are silent, their faces etched with confusion and fear. It's as if the entire world has been muted. The realization hits him hard. He's not alone in this silent nightmare. John sees others, their mouths moving but no sound coming out. They look at him with the same bewildered expressions, silently asking the same questions. He realizes he's not alone. Every person he encounters shares the same silent fate. They try to communicate through gestures, their eyes filled with desperation. The world has been plunged into a silent chaos. It's as if the world itself has been muted, but it gets worse. People are disappearing, vanishing without a trace. The fear in the air is palpable, and John's frustration turns into determination. He must uncover the truth behind this silent epidemic. The once bustling city is now a ghost town. The streets are empty and a sense of foreboding hangs in the air. People are disappearing and those who remain are gripped by fear. John knows he has to act fast before he too becomes one of the vanished. Fear grips the silent world, and John's frustration turns into determination. He must uncover the truth. He begins his investigation, searching for clues in the dimly lit corners of the city. Every step he takes is a step closer to the truth. He scours old documents, looking for any hint of what could have caused this. He meets a group in a hidden, dimly lit cafe. They are the last who remember how to speak. They communicate through gestures and scribbled notes, sharing their theories and fears. John meets a group in a hidden, dimly lit cafe. They are the last who remember how to speak. They communicate through gestures and scribbled notes. Together they form an unspoken bond, a silent determination to fight back. They share their stories, their fears, and their hopes. Each one of them has lost something to the silence, but together they find strength. They vow to uncover the truth and restore their voices. They communicate through gestures and scribbled notes. Every note, every gesture is a step towards understanding. They piece together the puzzle, each clue bringing them closer to the truth. Together they form an unspoken bond, a silent determination to fight back. Their journey is fraught with danger. They dodge shadowy figures, decode cryptic messages, and piece together a sinister plot designed to rob them of their voices forever. Their journey is fraught with danger. They navigate through dark, dangerous streets, always on the lookout for shadowy figures. Every step is a risk, but they are determined to uncover the truth. They dodge shadowy figures, decode cryptic messages, and piece together a sinister plot designed to rob them of their voices forever. The tension builds as they rally more silent rebels preparing for their final stand. They uncover hidden documents, each one revealing a piece of the puzzle. The sinister plot becomes clear and they realize the stakes are higher than they ever imagined. They must act fast to stop it. The tension builds as they rally more silent rebels preparing for their final stand. They know the risks, but they are ready to fight for their voices, for their freedom. In a dramatic climax, John and his newfound allies storm the heart of the silence. They fight not with shouts or cries, but with the sheer force of their will. And finally, just when hope seems lost, a single voice breaks through. The rebellion has begun. They fight not with shouts or cries, but with the sheer force of their will. And finally, just when hope seems lost, a single voice breaks through. The rebellion has begun. Just when hope seems lost, a single voice breaks through. The rebellion has begun. The silence is shattered, and the fight for their voices, for their freedom, has just begun. Silent world. The rebellion begins. The journey is far from over, but the first step has been taken. The silent world will never be the same again.